Hello, everyone. Just wanted to say awesome how so many people are still joining. So you can keep doing that and make sure to send to everyone. And it's going to be awesome. So I just want to welcome everyone to the launch of Tefillateinu. This, so I don't know what happened. We've been thinking of this program for so long. And I'm so happy that we're actually going to do it right now. And it's going to be really good. So I want to start off with talking about Tefillah. Right, we know that there's a mission on Avot. Oh, first, anyone there's a link in the chat. That is a link to be entered into the raffle, and that's how you will be entered into the raffle. It's gonna be sent every 2 minutes, so you'll get it. Don't worry about it. Basically, there's a mission on Avot. Perik Aleph Mishnah Bet. Mishnah goes Shimon Atzadik Hay Omer. Al Shosh Dvarim Halam Omed. So Shimon Atzadik, we know he says there are three things that the world stands on. Al Torah, the world stands on Torah. Al Avoda, on Avoda, and we know from Brachos. From Tanis Tav Zayin would be that we know that it's when the Gemara, when the Mishnah says Avoda, we know it's talking about Tefillah. So far, Shimon Tzadik tells us that the world stands on Torah, Tefillah, and Gemilas Chosadim. So the question I was wanted to ask me is, why would Shimon Tzadik say that the world stands on three things? I know how to count to three. You know how to count to three. What's the point of saying three things? So what I heard is take for a second, think of a table. Table has four legs, right? Now let's say you take away one of them. Now you have three legs, and the table can still stand, just a little lopsided. But now let's say you have three legs and you take away one of them. Now you have two legs, and the table's on the floor. The table's collapsed. What do we learn from this? And we need to have all three legs. Shimon Tzadik is telling us that right now we already don't have all four legs. The table's lopsided, but with that third leg, everything's perfect. It's standing. It's the world's not going to be perfect, but we need to have all three legs. We need to have Torah, Avoda, Tefillah, and Gemilas Chosadim. Also, we know that the word Tefillah, the Shoresh, is Palal, Pei Lam and Lamed. And in Bereshis, Parak Memchat, Pasuk Yud Aleph, where the pasuk goes, lo pilati, and if you're thinking about it, Rashi comments that we don't actually know what it means. So, by the word Palal, he says that it's the word Palal is to think about it. So now from this, that you're supposed to learn, and you're really supposed to think about the words that you're saying and the deeper meaning of tefillah. We also know that there's a big idea that the power of tehillim, of saying tehillim together, of davening together, can break down the walls of Shemaim, and they go straight to Hashem. And with that, I want to introduce Rabbi Ava Abehsera to give us a nice short drasha, and then we will do say the tehillim for the people for this Zoom. And we will also have the raffle at the end. Make sure to fill out the link in the chat so you can be entered into the raffle. Without further ado, here we go, Rabbi Avi Rosalimsky.
Okay, thank you so much, Charlie. Thanks. So it's so amazing to see so many amazing students coming together for this amazing new program. Yishkoach to Charlie for the idea, and really yishkoach to all of those amazing people behind the scenes, Chana, Isaac, so many others who are working so hard on making this program what Emir Hashem it will ultimately be. There are three real main ideas that I was thinking about when I was thinking to myself, why should a person do Tefillateinu? What is the benefit? What is the reason? What is the purpose that each and every one of us should be part of this amazing program? So there are three main ideas that I was thinking about. Idea number one, we nowadays, I think, are part of what I call the I generation. iPhones, iPads, iWatch. We're always focused on the I. That's what, for better or for worse, that's the society in which we live in. This is an opportunity for each and every one of us to think outside of ourselves. We're so used to thinking, what do I want? What do I need? How can people help me? What do I need in life? This is an opportunity for each and every one of us to think outside of ourselves and to think, how can I think about other people? How can I look not only at what I need, but maybe there's someone next to me who's going through a hard time who needs my tefillah. Maybe there's someone else who needs a little bit of help and assistance. And that's where each and every one of us come in. Reason number one, why we should be doing Tefillah is because it's a way for each and every one of us to leave the iPhone behind, to leave the I and to enter the we, so that each and every one of us can start thinking not only about ourselves, but about others as well. The second reason why I think we should all be doing Tefillah is based on a Gemara in Maseches Baba Kama. The Gemara says, Kol hamevakesh rachamim al chavero. Anyone who wants who asks Hashem to have rachmanas, who asks Hashem to have mercy on his friend, and he himself needs that thing also. He will be answered first. The Gemara explains that if we daven for others, not only for ourselves, then not only are we being selfless, not only are we thinking about other people, but our tefillot, our prayers will be answered first by the Ribono Shel Olam. There is nothing that Hashem likes more than to see his children, we're Hashem's children, than to see his children davening for each other, helping each other, uplifting each other. Tefillateinu is all about looking up to Hashem and saying, Hashem, we're all your children, we're all your kids, and you, Hashem, love seeing us come together, davening for each other, asking Hashem to help one another. Because even if in my own life, I don't need a refuah shalema, there's no one in my life who's sick, I promise you, there's someone in your class who does need to be davened for. There's someone in your world who does need to be davened for. You may not know it, you may not realize it, but this is our opportunity to look at our Father in heaven, to look at Avinu Shema Shemem Hashem, and say, Hashem, we're all in this together. And that's reason number 2. Reason number 3 that we should all be joining Tefillatinu is based on the following. Hopefully, many of us had a very enjoyable Pesach a few weeks ago, or last 2 weeks ago or so. And there's a question that many, many people ask about Pesach, and that it's the famous question. Hopefully, all of us have heard about it at some point or another. HaKadosh Baruch Hu told Avram Avinu that we were going to be enslaved in Mitzrayim for 400 years. Arba Me'el Shana, 400 years. Anyone know how many years we ended up being in Mitzrayim for? Joshie Steinman, I saw you there. How many years were we in Mitzrayim for? What do you got? Come on, don't be shy. Yeah, Wallach?
210.
210 years, excellent. Hashem changed his mind? 400 years, he tells Avram, and then it ends up being 210 years. What changed? How did it become a decree of 400 years and end up being a decree of 210 years? So there's a famous rabbi named Rav Yosef Albo in his Sefer Ikrim, and he explains the following idea, not about this, but about tefillah. He says, how does tefillah work? I don't understand. We have Rosh Hashanah. We have Yom Kippur. On Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur, Hashem decides how much health we're going to have, how much parnasa we're going to have, how much growth, how much success. Everything's decided on Rosh Hashanah. It's written on Rosh Hashanah. It's stamped on Yom Kippur. Done. I don't understand. Then all of a sudden we come to HaKadosh Baruch Hu every single day throughout the rest of the year, and we continue davening to Hashem. What? I don't understand. We're like that kid who's trying to change Hashem's mind. Hashem already made the decisions. Hashem already decided who's going to live and who's going to die. Hashem already decided who's going to be successful and who's not, who's going to have refuah shalema and who's not. What are we doing? How are we davening the rest of the year when Hashem already made those decisions on Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur? So Rav Yosef Albo says something incredible about tefillah. He explains that tefillah is a process of transformation. When we daven to Hashem and when we recognize and understand, Shivisi Hashem l'negdi tongue, we're standing in front of Hashem. Ein od milvado, there is no one else who we can turn to in this world besides for the Ribono Shel Olam. When we get that, when we understand that, when we internalize that, we become new people. We become changed people. Therefore, explains Rav Yosef Albo, when we got that decree on Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur, that was before we changed. That was before we davened. But now as we daven throughout the year and as we transform, as we change, the decree changes as well. Because that decree that Hashem made was before I davened. That decree that Hashem made was before I transformed into a better person, into a greater person, and into a more connected person. So there are 3 reasons why we should be joining Tefillah. Reason number 1 is to stop being the I generation. Stop worrying about the iPhone and the iPad and the iWatch, and to start focusing on the we. Start focusing on the us. Start focusing on others and not only focusing on ourselves. The second reason, the Gemara and Baba Kama to remember that if we daven for others, our personal tefillos, we all need things. There are things that we should all be davening for in our own personal lives. When we daven for other people, our tefillot, our prayers get answered by Hashem first. And the third reason why each and every one of us should join this most amazing, incredible project of Tefillatinu is because when we daven, we become transformed, we become changed, we become better, more connected people. We're going to walk and live our lives, and we're going to be more connected to HaKadosh Baruch Hu each and every day. So hopefully we'll take these 3 reasons, and each and every one of us are going to jump on the bandwagon, join this amazing, amazing new project, this amazing new initiative. And yeshur koach to Charlie, yeshur koach to all of you for being a part of this amazing, amazing new program.
Thank you so much, Rabbi Rose. I appreciate it so much. And I want to capitalize on what you said with the I generation. We named it Tefillateinu because it's our tefillah. It's not just my tefillah; it's our tefillah because really it's our community. We have to look out for each other. All right, so now I want to actually get to the tefillah part, the tehillim. So today's Zoom is sponsored for Elisheva Batzneta and Tamar Batsara. So we're gonna say classic tehillim parak kuf chaf aleph should be on the screen if everything's working. And I'm going to explain it as well as we go. Ready? Please don't unmute yourself because it just messes it up a little bit, but this should be good. Ready? So we're asking Hashem, I raise my eyes upon the mountains. Where's my help? My help is from Hashem, who made Shemayim v'aretz. He's not going to allow your foot to fall, and your guardian. He's not going to sleep. He's going to take care of you. He is the guardian of Israel. He doesn't sleep. He doesn't pass up on these opportunities. Hashem is your shade at your right hand. Hashem will protect you through the day and through the night. Hashem will protect you from every evil. He would guard your soul. Hashem will always guard us, our departure and your arrival from this time and till forever. Now we're going to say Parak Lamed. It's not going to work to get on the screen, but we're going to do it quickly. So again, we're calling out to Hashem from the depths. I call out to you. We're so little compared to Hashem. Hashem, please hear our tefillahs. We're crying out for these two people. They need a refuah. If you listen to us, if you don't listen to us, how can we survive? With you, you have the power to forgive anyone. You have the power to heal anyone. We fear you. I put my confidence in you, Hashem. My soul puts confidence in you, Hashem, that you will bring this refuah. Again, we said he guards us. He's our shomer from the morning till the night. Let Bnei Israel have hope for Hashem, for with Hashem's kindness and with him is abundant redemption. And he will redeem Bnei Israel from all of its troubles, especially these two people who really, really, really need this refuah. Now we're going to say Mishaberach for the cholim. Mishaberach Abatuna Avram Yitzchak Yaakov Moshe Aaron David Shlomo Vivarach Lirafe Et HaCholam Elisheva Bat Neta V'Tamar Bat Sara Ba'avur Shakol HaKal Mitpalim Ba'avura Mischayzah HaKadosh Baruch Hu Yimalei Rachmim Alei Alach L'Mal Farotam L'Rapotam L'Achizikal L'Achayutav Yishlach La Mirafuah Shema Min HaShemayim V'Chol Ivera V'Chol Gidam V'Toch She'ech LaYisrael Refuah Tanav Shvat HaGuf Hashra B'Gazman Kariv V'Ramar Amen. So again, today's Zoom was for these two people, Elisheva Bat Neta and Tamar Bat Sara. If you want to sponsor a Zoom, the link will be in the description, and make sure to have signed up. And now I'm going to check who the winner is. The winner is Ariel Feder from Yeshiva Noam, I believe. So congrats to you. We will send you the AirPods. Now I want to talk 2 seconds about the future of Tefillateinu. So hopefully what it's going to be, there's going to be a bi-weekly Zoom, which means every other week. There's going to be a new guest speaker every week. And hopefully not, but there unfortunately will be those people who need their refuah, and we're going to daven for them. Hopefully we have a lot of stuff planned for the future. Can't really tell you about them right now. It's going to be really good. And really, I just want to say thank you so much for joining this. Thank you to Rabbi Rose for helping us out. Thank you to Eitan and Chana Isaacs. Thank you to Asher Tesser. My parents, of course. My parents really helped me out with this. And it's going to be amazing. So again, thank you so much for joining, and I can't wait to see the future. If you have any questions, I guess you could stay on and ask. You could just raise your hands. And if there are no questions, then we're all good. Okay. Awesome. One question. Here it is.
I don't know if it's probably not, but thank you so much to Charlie and I really don't care. I don't care. It's smart. Hashem picked the winner. But thank you so much for winning this. I always enjoy your inspirational, everything I enjoy from you guys. Avi, I know you. I mean, right now, but I know you appreciate my statements. I love our mission to also the cloud. It's really good stuff. You guys open it out.
Thank you.
Is there a way I can do a different time if I want? Am I too over the competition? I'm in college. Am I uneligible to win this raffle if I want to, or I'm not eligible?
You can. The raffles are for everyone. for anyone
cool.
to join. Just a nice little incentive to join.
Cool.
Donnie, looks like you have a question.
Are you able to just send me those 2 names so that when I daven?
Yes, of course. We're gonna send them on the Tefillateinu chat, Mitzvah Hashem, tomorrow morning.
Thank you.
Awesome. All right. Any more questions? I don't think so. Okay. Again, thank you guys so much for joining. I'm gonna post this video recording of the Zoom on YouTube and Instagram. It's Hashem, and I'm very excited for the future. So thank you so much for coming.